Welcome to Venusian Soul Tarot. Today I'm back with a timeless pick a card reading, and it's going to be what do people notice about you? So I want you to cast your gaze over the cards and ask your higher self which card has a message for you. We have group number 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. If you need to pause the video to meditate further, please do so. But for those of you who are ready, let's get started. Hi group 1. So right off the bat, what do people notice about you? I feel like you have a beautiful heart and soul. You have a very loving, nurturing, compassionate energy, and people may feel very safe around you. But I'm hearing you have a hidden fire that's unexpected. There's this beautiful blend of kind of watery energy. Some of you could literally be a water sign or have water prominent in the chart. But then I feel like there's this inner fire as well that helps kind of, I just heard shed falsity. So the other thing people notice about you is that you saw the truth long before they did. There is a sense here that you may have an awareness of what's really going on before they even do, but they may not realize that right off the bat. It's almost like you come off with such a light energy, right? Light flowing, open-hearted energy, but they may not realize just the amount of power that's backing that, right? Because I'm hearing like try me and find out, that type of energy, not in an aggressive way, but in the sense of slamming a door, cutting off this energy if it's toxic. So you may recognize karmic energy or energy that just is underhanded, that doesn't serve your highest good before it even starts, because I'm seeing your cutoff game is very strong. Or it's like you may cut off someone and they may think to themselves, how did they know? Like, how did they even figure this out? So for some of you, you come off psychic, as though you can read people or you can see through people. You can see the truth no matter what they're presenting. I just keep hearing your cutoff game is really, really strong. But they may at times mistake your kindness for weakness, and that's why it could surprise them because they didn't see it coming, or they felt as though they were one step ahead, but really you had that awareness the whole time. You're very good at cutting off any type of toxicity, both externally and internally. This could even be within yourself. You're very good at leaving behind toxic patterns, habits, low vibrational energies. I just feel, and it's because of your sensitivity. You have such empathy and sensitivity that you can feel the energy before a word is even uttered. It's like you can read the room. That's what people realize. People also feel like you can see straight through them because, again, it's like you can see the light and the shadow. You can hold compassion for this inner darkness or this darkness in general. This could be darkness that expresses in the world, but you won't tolerate it. You have very strong boundaries. You know what you're worth. You know the type of energies you want to be surrounded by and the type of people you want in your life. And I feel as though I'm hearing no one can get one over on you because you have such clarity around your worth, who you are, and what you deserve. Now, for some of you, this skill may have developed because you had it will vary for all of you. Some of you could have had a difficult childhood. There could have been a difficult earlier connections or romantic relationships. There's somewhere that you have learned how to process this energy and transmute it, but how to work with. It's like you've got the gift when it comes to working with people who may be difficult in nature, right? Whether it's karmic, whether they could have slight narcissistic traits or just addictions, right? Toxicity. It's like you know how to manage these energies, but I think it's because at one point you may have been immersed in it, or you could have been in an environment where you were absorbing some of this energy, so you know how to move beyond it, right? I feel like you're a very old soul. People notice about you that you have lived. You don't get this level of wisdom and grace. That's the thing, is like you may have been through certain and overcome the darkness within yourself or within your relationships, your own life, but you haven't become dark, right? You can still hold yourself with grace, with poise. There's a beauty to you, right? And people feel that. You also have the Midas touch when it comes to money or opportunities. We have 7 of Cups, Ace of Coins, Queen of Pentacles, and the Star. There's a magnetism to you. People notice that you may get offers that they themselves don't receive or have trouble attracting. So And there's a sense as well, you can bring ideas to life. Some of you with Queen of Pentacles, you could be an entrepreneur, because I'm seeing someone, you can see this like golden idea or this pentacle that you're building or cultivating. So for some of you, you may kind of take an idea or have an idea that you've turned into a successful business or project, or that could be something that you do in the future. With a star as well, it could be something that brings you a lot of success or like online fame or recognition with the star. I feel like as well, people realize that you are healed, that you've done a lot of inner work, you face the darkness. I just heard as well, you've gone through the worst. But it's like you can go through, I just heard going through hell with a smile on your face. It's like, even though for some of you, you have been through really difficult or arduous situations, it doesn't show. You don't look like you've lived through that. There's a sense of, you know, peace and grace and all these energies. You've really cultivated who you want to be, irrespective. It's like you're not what happened to you, you're who you choose to be, right? The external world doesn't imprint on you. You set the standard, you set the frequency, and then that's the template moving forward. People also notice that you have very high standards, and this keeps showing up in terms of what you will accept, what you feel you're worth, and what you know you deserve. I just see you not really taking on any type of low vibrational energies, behaviors, or patterns. Some of you have a very clean lifestyle, in the sense of, you know, for some of you could be non-drinkers, or you could be very into yoga, meditation, healthy eating. I just see someone that's very high vibrational in their routine, whatever that means for you specifically. You're also in a flow state. People notice about you that you can flow with life and nothing rocks you out or brings you out of balance. You're able to stay peaceful, balanced, and harmonious, even in the most difficult circumstance. And that really, well, it surprises people perhaps because they haven't cultivated that within themselves. So yeah, like circumstances that may crush someone else, I feel like some of you have already survived that, but it hasn't crushed your hope. You're still lit up. It's like you shine brighter from the darkness. Okay, first oracle, sovereignty, right to choose, immunity to hooks. I just said with 10 of Wands, they can't get their hooks into you, right? Why? Because you can see through them. And with this dragon, it's what I was saying before about having this balance of water and fire. You may come off with, and you are very loving and compassionate. You have a beautiful heart, very kind, but there's a fire behind it, right? And when someone crosses your boundaries, or when someone has hurt you in any way with a 10 of Wands, I feel like you're not afraid to close that door and to cut them off, or just be very clear that you're not going to tolerate that treatment or behavior. Yeah, your boundaries are very noticeable to others, and it catches them by surprise, I'm hearing, because they may not peg you as someone that is, you know, innately very firm or very strict with who you allow around you. Heart of Ascension. Expansion, love for all, playfulness, release the past. I'm hearing you're always expanding, you're always growing. There's this constant evolution, upgrades, ascension, and that's something that people notice about you as well. With release the past, I'm hearing what people notice, especially those from your past, is that you are completely healed and you've let go of them. You're not harboring negativity. It's not affecting your peace of mind and your well-being. So they're noticing that. I just heard, like, I keep hearing no one can get one up on you, even if they think they are. It's like you already see what's happening and how it's going to play out. So for some of you, what people notice is you're actually psychic. I keep seeing the eyes, so clairvoyance or clear seeing. There's a sense of foresight that you can see something before the event occurs. I also am hearing you love yourself completely. You radiate this energy of complete self-love and self-acceptance, and that's something people notice. We have Archangel Metatron, so you have a connection with Metatron, and we have Sandalphon, sacred connection, synchronicity, divine connection, understanding lessons. With this sitting above the devil, it makes me feel some of this energy, I could be talking about past karmic connections, and this could have shown up in family members, friends, relationships. And it's like you always get the lesson. And when it's like you don't stay in one place for too long, right? Like once you've got the lesson, once you've seen someone for who they truly are, like on a physical level, who they're choosing to be, it's like, okay, like I'm going to take that wisdom, take that lesson and keep moving forward. I'm not going to linger. I'm not going to stay in touch with this person. You may be kind of there 1 minute, gone the next, right? You move on quite readily. With Archangel Metatron as well, people see you as very ascended. I keep getting this energy of, it's like you float above, things that would perturb other people, their peace of mind or certain experiences. It's like you just float above it. It just doesn't have the same effect for you. Yeah, you have Joan of Arc with this dragon energy. So I'm getting this really empowered energy, sacred activist. Do not be afraid, stand up for your beliefs. And it's sitting above the tower. You're not afraid to speak your truth, no matter what or who or what falls away in the process, right? You're not gonna, I'm hearing that song, was it by the Dixie Chicks? I'm not ready to make nice. I'm not ready to back down. It's too late to make it right. I probably wouldn't if I could. And I'm mad as hell I can't bring myself to be what you think I should. And that's it. It's because you have this loving, gentle demeanor and this beautiful compassion, people may not see this side of you. It's like you're a gentle warrior. You're a warrior that leads from the heart. This is what I was saying before with cleanse. We have lifestyle choices, detox, nourishment with 7 of Cups. For some of you, you may have had to extricate yourself from certain addictive patterns in your own lifestyle. Now, these don't have to be extreme. An addiction could be something like, I don't know, being addicted to junk food or being addicted to watching certain shows that, don't serve your highest good. I just kept getting this energy of cleansing my lifestyle and taking great care of my body, mind, body, spirit, but you may have a very healthy lifestyle. I just am hearing a high vibrational lifestyle. And then you have here heart opening, heightened sensitivity, unifying, high on love. Yeah. Wherever you go, it's like your heart, and then you have heart of ascension. You have a huge heart and people notice that right off the bat. You're also of a very high vibration. Like when you enter a room, the whole energy of that room shifts and is upgraded. With unifying as well, you do bring people together, or I just said you bring people peace. When people are around you or when people are in your energy, they feel this wave of peace come over them. I feel like as well, you may prioritize your lifestyle so that you only have people and situations that bring you peace of mind, that elevate your mindset. You're always growing and expanding is what I'm hearing as well. You don't stop. Okay, you have I Remember, soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. Sitting above the star, you could be very passionate about your purpose. There could be something that you really feel called to that is your purpose, that you put a lot of energy and effort toward, and people can tell like you're fated for big things. People notice that there's an aura around you, a magnetism. I'm also hearing people notice you glow. This is partly your energy field, but for some of you, it could be due to great nutrition, taking care of yourself physically, maybe even meditation. You just have a very healthy practice and lifestyle. Inner Earth, you'll survive this, new solutions and beginnings. Again, you may have survived a lot, but I'm hearing you can survive anything with this card. And with new solutions and beginnings, I'm hearing you always are looking for the silver lining. And it's like you always have optimism in regards to what's next for you, what's possible, what you're going to focus your energy toward. With Inner Earth as well, you could be someone that's very, you could be introverted, but you're very internal, meaning a lot of your energy is focused on your inner state of being. What am I thinking? How am I feeling? You're very present and attuned to your own needs. You have True Offering. May I release the fears, illusions, and addictions that keep me from true offering. May I relax into your plan, trusting that the next steps will always be shown. Use me, love. Use me for the highest. I am yours alone. Again, this idea of you having a higher destiny, a higher mission. But for some of you, you have had to let go of a lot of karmic situations, heal. Maybe even for some of you, we literally have addictions mentioned here. So let go of certain addictions or habits or patterns that you identified as negative for you. You're definitely following or in alignment with your Dharma, and you have truth. When everything is done as an offering, even the act of speaking, you get shown when to talk and when to be silent. Your words come from silence, not fear. You do the talking, dear Lord, take me over and speak through me. So people can tell you're so connected to God, to source, to the divine. With silence, I already mentioned you may be quite introverted, or people see you as being very self-sufficient, right? Where you can be happy on your own, you can entertain yourself, you can bring in these higher vibrations even if no one's around you. So or I should say, you can be happy independently of others or external circumstance. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 2. I'm hearing for this group, what do people notice about you? I feel as though for some of you, you may have come from a sense of lack in the past, specifically around like finances or physical resources. So for some of you, people have noticed that life seems to be flourishing around you. I'm getting very strong energies of upgrades, especially in terms of with life path, in terms of your career and your life purpose. For those of you who are in a relationship, you know, people notice how balanced and beautiful this connection is. This is a really aligned, high vibrational connection. It's very strong, like counterpart energy, like meant to be. Now, for those of you who are single, this may come in the future, and this is future energy I'm describing, but I just see a beautiful connection and union. In fact, your relationships may be very, very blessed. I'm just getting beautiful connections for you, but there could have been struggles again around finances, because with 4 of Pentacles and 5 of Pentacles, I was hearing coming out of lack. And then you reach King of Pentacles, so financial stability and greater abundance. With life path as well, you may have had to face a lot of twists and turns, or there could have been difficulties that you've confronted. But I feel like you've done it with such grace as well, and you've always had trust, hope, and faith. I just keep hearing people notice that life blooms around you. You can bring things to life. You can bring people to life, like metaphorically speaking. You can bring people to life, ideas, even finances. You may be very resourceful, or being in this energy at some point on your journey has made you quite savvy. I'm also hearing gratitude. People notice that you are very grateful. Like even the smallest things. Some of you have a very close connection with Mother Earth, Gaia. There's a sense of loving potentially plants, animals, nature, the natural world. You could also live a life that would be considered very, not necessarily unconventional, but more natural, more holistic. So you could like holistic remedies. You could be focused on, you know, working with nature rather than working against it. I also think you showcase a level of self-love and self-acceptance. I keep hearing as well that you never give up. You have once you're fixed in terms of your path and what is aligned to you, it's like nothing will deter you and nothing will stop you. But it's like you have that energy, but there's also a flow to it where you're also very trusting. You could have had periods where you've had to walk your path alone, because I just heard the road less traveled. So there could be an energy here where you haven't always had people supporting you, or you haven't always known how things were going to play out, but you knew you had to keep moving ahead regardless and do your best. You also have a beautiful balance between masculine and feminine energies. You know, you also know when to take action, when to rest, when to charge ahead or push ahead, when to surrender. There's this ebb and flow. But with life path, for many of you, I feel like you could be on the path of the heart where, for example, at the start, people may have been uncertain around where you were going or what exactly you were doing. But then as things unfolded, they're like, oh, you have very strong starseed energy as well. So what people notice about you is you're not from Earth and you have a very distinct frequency. Even the way you see things, it's like if you were to communicate with someone, it would completely transform everything they once thought or what they once believed. I also feel like you have been through some difficulties or some cycles of struggle on a physical level, but I feel as though you still are tapped into this inner abundance, the abundance of source within, rather than focusing solely on the material. And this could be what people are noticing as well, that you choose to live from a place and space and energy of, abundance, overflow, divinity, rather than, lack, struggle, survival of the fittest, competing for resources. I just see you in an energy where you're more, how would I say? It's like you bring your vision to life, not the other way around. You don't compromise your inner vision, your truth, your potential for what others or the world shows you can be. So again, some of you have come from humble beginnings. I'm getting like a Cinderella story or rags to riches. You could have had a period in your life where there was a noticeable lack or there wasn't that amount of abundance, and now you're moving into a time of plenty. Especially you're so blessed when it comes to love. As I keep hearing like match made in heaven. For some of you as well, like you may really resonate with being a starseed or just feeling very different to those around you. And it's like you meet a partner. What's that saying? Like a kingdom spouse? It's like someone that's as divinely aligned. It's like your perfect match. And again, nobody is perfect. We all are growing on a human level, but they're perfect for you, like pieces of the puzzle clicking in together. You may, and what people notice, some people may really admire or want this type of connection for themselves. It's like that level of love is so profound. And again, if you're single, this could be future energy, but I just keep getting you're so blessed when it comes to relationship. With the Four of Pentacles and Five of Pentacles, you've had to learn how to let go and how to surrender. And with initiation, we have deep trust, deep healing, reconnection with all. With Four of Pentacles, it's like things that didn't work out in the past, you've used it to strengthen or help you to understand the process of letting go, not holding on too tight, attracting or aligning with things that are truly meant for you and aligned for you. And with initiation and this whale, I'm getting that people notice how deep your emotions run. With the Four of Pentacles beneath it, it's like you may hold a lot close to your chest. You may not reveal your cards. So people find you mysterious as well. Part of why you're mysterious is because you are a starseed. You are distinctly different in your energy field. But I also feel part of it is you may not reveal everything. I just heard as well, you let your actions speak for themselves. You're able to kind of show up in the world, show your values by what you say, what you do, what you give energy toward. You don't entertain, things that don't, I just heard nurture life. Some of you as well could be quite into, like I'm hearing sustainable living, like a lifestyle that's unconventional. Sustainable, well, it's becoming more conventional technically, but like, tiny homes. It could be like concerns about the environment, sustainability in regards to how we're living. It could be herbal remedies as well, working with herbs and essential oils and different things as well. You have purity. You are pure, open spiritual eyes. Yeah, people notice how pure your energy is and how pure your heart is. You have a huge heart. You definitely embody unconditional love. But with open spiritual eyes, there's something about how you see the world, or if you were to communicate to others, things that you say completely transform what they thought life was about. Right? Your values are a complete 180, especially of the Western world. And this is what I'm saying. Some of you may be, again, with sustainable living, I just heard, moving against consumerism. So some of you could be, minimalist, or there's something about caring about what matters, e.g. the planet, other people, providing, the basics for all. So, feeding the planet. There's just these themes of you may be a humanitarian essentially, or your life path could involve bringing new values to Earth, especially around the environment and how we live on the Earth. But for some of you, it could be as well helping people to foster compassion, helping people open people's eyes to the truth or the suffering of others, or what helps elevate all of us. I'm getting this energy of if one of us loses, if one of us falls, we all crumble, right? There's a strong energy of unity consciousness for you. You have crystal grid focus, create with intent. Again, once you have a vision or an idea, you're absolutely unstoppable. You will still flow with life, but I just feel it doesn't matter what others say. Like they can be like, oh, it's impractical, or no, it can't be, or you won't be abundant in this. But I feel like for some of you, you may have even gone through a period of lack, but it's like you made it out. You still kept going. You didn't allow fear or doubt to stop you. And like you're kind of, I'm hearing Send Me On My Way, the song from Matilda. It's like, you're just not giving up. I'm almost getting a bohemian energy as well. So when I'm saying unconventional living, some of you may do a lot of travel, or there's a sense of not being tied to material possessions. Okay, you have restructure, identifying, reframing, and enhancing. For some, I keep hearing you open people's eyes. You know, you show them a different way to live. You show them different truths that they weren't aware of before. Certain epiphanies they have when they're around you. And it could be as well for some of you, your life purpose or your career involves bringing information to people that wasn't revealed or that they'd never thought of, right? And helping them see in a completely new way and light, which helps transform everything for them. You also have here Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. I'm getting with this, some of you, I'm getting a Venusian energy as well, but I'm getting regards for all of life, right? You're very balanced in your energy as well, very harmonious. In Taurus or Libra could be significant in your chart, specifically Libra I'm getting as well, but I'm getting divine justice. It's like you help to bring divine justice to the earth, to the planet. And with Star Brothers, again, you're definitely a star seed and you have a strong connection to certain star beings and light beings. And I feel for this group, you very clearly incarnated for this mission. So you have a very strong sense, and it'll vary for all of you what specifically this mission is. But I feel, again, it's related to the new earth or helping others ascend and shift their viewpoint. Now I'm hearing Colors of the Wind from Pocahontas. So again, I'm getting this energy of respecting the earth, respecting others. You could also be passionate about, what do you call it? Like, how our food is grown, or certain food equality, having access to healthy, fresh food. I'm just getting this energy. Lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. Yeah, you may have had trouble finding people who connect with you with this frequency. But there's one specific connection, and for many of you, with that sitting above the Two of Cups, I do feel this is a love connection, or it has the potential to be. It could be in the future as well, but it's like, you know, you find the right people is what I'm hearing, but in this incarnation, you may kind of more so keep to yourself, or you may almost have like a lot of beautiful connections. I just said with animals, like you may have a lot of pets, or you may love being in nature and being around animals. And for you, being around animals almost serves to kind of help you elevate. Now, there are a select handful of really powerful, beautiful connections you have as well, because I'm hearing quality, not quantity. So there's a sense of the type of, for some of you, this is definitely a love connection. The type of love you experience in this life is, you know, literally out of this world. I feel like this is someone that's also a star seed, but it's the level of unconditional true love may not be that common, right? It's just beautiful. And then you have the Atlanteans, evolution, vibration, legacy, technology, progress, expect acceleration. So again, there's something you're here to help elevate or accelerate the consciousness of human beings. You have a connection to ancient Atlantis. But I also, when I saw this card, I also just thought Pleiadian. So for some of you, you may be Pleiadian or like a Blu-ray being. I keep getting like a blue being. And then your other card was Kuan Yin. Enlightened action, choose compassion, move forward with grace. You're also teaching people how to live with compassion. Compassion for the earth, compassion for themselves and others. You may literally have a connection to Kuan Yin. You have a lot of spiritual support, like you have a lot of support from Mother Earth, from ascended masters, guides, even like I just heard star friends, connections you've had in other star systems. So we have aging. I am one with unlimited love beyond all seeming restrictions of age. I am filled with joy, energy, and beauty, a vessel for the divine Shakti. I feel like for this group as well, you embrace all of self and all of life, and you encourage others to do the same. I'm getting, again, very natural living, right? Very earthy. We have solitude. Once you embrace the inner divine and your own sacred solitude, the right people arrive at the right time, exactly on schedule, without forcing or chasing. Exactly. You may have to go it alone, or there's periods in your life where you are in solitude or you are alone as you align with this frequency. But again, you have, I feel like, a handful of really beautiful, powerful connections, especially for some of you, a beautiful life partner where you're so in sync and it's based on unconditional true love, but you may have had to go it alone or get comfortable in your own energy and solitude first. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, grade 3. So what do people notice about you? What don't they notice about you? You are so lit up. Like your energy is just like a beacon of light. It would be impossible to not notice you with this energy and this frequency. Yeah, I keep getting that. For many of you, your life purpose, number one, involves being very, very abundant, like kind of leaving a legacy, I'm hearing, because your light is going to translate into huge amounts of abundance. Well, we all have a different definition of huge, but I see you being very abundant, right? With the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, there is this sense of leaving a legacy or creating or doing something. With the Hierophant as well, this could be like being a spiritual teacher or writing a book that helps people heal or helps to awaken, especially in the realm of healing, spirituality, inspiration. There's a potential to be very, very, very abundant. For this group as well, you're really meant to be seen. Like, one factor is you anchoring this light on the planet, but I also feel like I feel like you've got a really big mission, a big purpose, and you've got a huge energy field. And that's why wherever you go, people can't help but be captivated or take notice. Take note, because you just shine so bright. You may be told as well, like you have with the sun, I'm getting like a glow around you. You could kind of be illuminated, or people may feel as though you have a certain light to you, you're shining, you're glowing. Yeah, I just feel like that the energy and consciousness you're in, that vibration, is just out of this world, right? Your ability to anchor in that light. And again, it's designed for you to fulfill, I feel, a healing or spiritual legacy of some sort. You could be creating something though also, but it's, you know, if it's creative, there may be like a healing or spiritual element to what you're doing. For example, if I'm a writer, I'm helping to inspire others through my writing, or I could be writing a book on spirituality, personal growth. I'm just getting like you just have a huge purpose, and you're just like a ray of light. You're a blessing on the planet. And again, people may not be picking up all of this in a conscious way, but they definitely feel this effect energetically. There's just something about, you may find people get really taken by you in the sense of, and again, people can have different reactions depending on where they're at in their consciousness, but people may just really adore you or really want to be close to you or near you or speak to you. I am kind of getting celebrity energy, but whether or not you're actually a celebrity, it's like you have that light or that aura, that magnetism about you. For some of you, I do think you will reach levels of wealth and success that you would be considered, you know, famous in your field, in your niche, or famous for something that you do and create on the planet. And again, you know, all of you will vary in regards to how this specifically shows up. But yeah, I just feel like you have a really, people notice as well, you're very blessed, but you can't move through this world in this energy without being blessed, because that's what you radiate. We have water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Okay, people may notice as well that you take great care of yourself. You look very healthy, you have a healthy lifestyle. Again, I keep hearing glowing skin, that you glow, that you radiate. People may feel as well like I just keep hearing you're so blessed. You're so blessed, you're so abundant. It's like the divine or God shines on you, or it may feel like the divine, I don't believe in divine favor. I feel like we all are loved by source, and we all are all an emanation of source consciousness. However, you have become a very beautiful vessel for source, because that light can flow more freely through you and into your life. I also feel like you may be someone that's very grateful. You live life with a lot of joy, no matter what's happening around you. And that joy creates more joy. That joy creates more experiences to feel joyful about. And it's like that domino effect. So part of it as well is how you choose to live. That's elevating your experience in the physical world. We have lost land, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. Sitting above the Nine of Pentacles, I think a lot of you may start a business or have a talent or gift or idea that you're drawing off, skills you've had in other incarnations. With the Hierophant, I feel like many of you have been a divine artist, a spiritual teacher, a healer of some sort in many incarnations. Some of you as well have very pronounced gifts. So people notice that you're very gifted. You could be a gifted psychic, a gifted shaman, gifted at energy healing as well. I think for many of you, you have multiple gifts and abilities. And people notice this right away. It's very clear that you have come here for a higher mission. I just keep hearing like a blessing from God. So a lot of people as well, you could have helped a lot of people, whether consciously or just through being yourself, just through moving in and through the world. People may have felt like you've touched their life. I just heard touched by an angel. So people also feel like you're angelic, you're an earth angel. You just have this beautiful frequency and this light. And I feel like nothing can dim you. Nothing can stop this glow, this shine, this grace. And you have the diamond ray, diamond light body, high frequency activations, planetary grid work. Yeah. One part of your mission though is to anchor in these light codes, to anchor in this higher frequency. But that's the other thing. People notice that you're very high vibrational. Could be how you speak, how you live, the energy that you bring. When people are around you, they feel lighter, they feel better, they feel loved, they feel joy, they feel peace. I keep hearing ray of sunshine. I keep seeing the sun for you. So again, some of you could be a Leo. We have Leo, we have Taurus, and we have Sagittarius here. But I'm getting you shine bright, right? You have a big energy field. And with the sun, it's like you are like that sun. You magnetize, you bring warmth wherever you go. You help to light the way for others. For some of you with that Hierophant, I really feel like you may be an influencer, an inspiration, a spiritual teacher, a guide, a healer. And look, you have 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, and abundance. Raising your vibration, light missions, Ra activation. So you have high frequency activations next to raising your vibration. You have a very high frequency. You may like the color yellow, but I see a lot of gold around you. Because when I was looking at this card, you can see that golden aura radiating from you. You also have a connection to ancient Egypt. I feel like, is this Thoth? I think so, but I'm not sure. Ancient Egypt. There could be something important you're here to communicate. I'm hearing communicating ancient wisdom, because there's almost seeds of ancient wisdom and gifts and abilities that have, I don't want to say buried within you, but they've been laying dormant within you. And it's like you're bringing them to life, or you're bringing them to the earth to help nourish or guide or lead other people. As I said that, we have Commander Ashtar, leadership activation, time to evolve. Trust in your ability to guide others. So again, you're here to be a guide, a leader, an inspiration. Some of you may work with that sitting on temperance. Some of you may literally work as a healer. You could offer, whether this be one-on-one sessions, or you may be sharing, for example, wisdom, communicating certain truths that help others in that process. And you can see the illumination there around that third eye. Yeah, I keep hearing people notice as well that you have access to knowledge that doesn't make sense on a practical level, in the sense of they're not sure how you're getting it, right? They're not sure where it comes from, because some of you have gifts and abilities like psychic abilities, energy healing, or I just heard as well astral travel. You have certain abilities that are considered very otherworldly, and those who are more linear in their reality may not quite understand what you're doing or how you're doing it. You're an anomaly is what I heard, and God broke the mold when God made you. You definitely stand out. Like even if you were in like tracksuits or, you know, very casual, you're going to a supermarket, it's like people may look at you a lot. I'm getting like, but it's this energy field. There's something about your energy and the way you radiate. As I say that, look at this. Look at the light radiating, the golden light around the heart and the crown. Heightened awareness, make peace with your thoughts and your world. Yeah, and with the Buddha, like you have this group, you have the potential to leave a long-standing legacy of healing, of love, of peace, tranquility. With Buddha as well, some of you in this depiction, you could be really into meditation, or meditation may be a really important part of your spiritual practice, which helps you really raise your vibration and ascend. Like that image almost looks like the sun behind you. So again, I'm hearing light shines from you, but also around you, right? It's like you may feel like there's almost like a spotlight on you. Now, for some of you, this could literally be indicating that you will be in the spotlight, or there's a level of success and fame and abundance that you receive and you're in the spotlight. But I just feel in general, you have such a profound energy and you have a beautiful effect on everyone you connect with. You also have depths of love. Let go of fear to jump into love. Let go beyond attachments. I also feel like when I think of dolphins, I think of joy and play and fun. So it's like you help to bring a lighter approach to things. And with depths of love, it's like you're able to love unconditionally. You're able to love in a way that frees others, right? That brings freedom rather than binds them. You also have 10-10 here. So again, I feel like you are stepping into a brand new cycle, or people may notice that you've really grown or you've accelerated. For some of you, you know, people will notice the amount of success, right, that's coming in for you. They're noticing the abundance, limitless potential, essentially. And you literally have abundance sitting on 10 of Pentacles. Fullness of source, enough for all, open. So you have 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, abundance and abundance in two different decks. Fullness of source, enough for all, open. Yeah, I also feel like part of why you attract in so much abundance, so much success, or you will be, is because you're so open. It's like you've cleared away with let go beyond attachments. It's also letting go of limiting beliefs, letting go of energies that don't serve you, letting go of the past as well. It's like you're not carrying anything with you that isn't resonant with this abundance and success. It's like for some of you, you've had to let go of a lot, or you meditate regularly or cleanse your energy regularly, and that enables you to be in and reside and stay in a much higher vibration. And that's also helping you when it comes to attracting in abundance. Or I just saw 1212 on the timer. And 12 obviously breaks down to 3. So some of you have a really important life purpose that involves communication, whether that be writing, speaking, inspiring. You could be helping people heal with your words as well, or delivering divine messages. But I just feel, yeah, with this group, I heard you're unstoppable. I was also hearing definitely energy of Midas touch. You have a golden aura. I keep seeing gold. You may like the color yellow as well. I'm seeing yellows and blue. But it's like you bring this abundance, because I just heard as well the land of milk and honey. For some of you as well, you may be shedding or giving others information around how to attract more abundance, or how to become more abundant in their own life or in their own world. or what true abundance looks like, right? Because I feel like you have a level of inner abundance that obviously money can't buy, of grace, of joy, of fulfillment. And that's now spilling over into the physical, or it will spill over into the physical. So you may be teaching people as well. I'm getting this energy of as within, so without. People notice about you that you're blessed on all levels because you are a blessing. When you're a blessing in other people's lives, God will bless you and the divine will bless you. Can you have trust? When love is invited to take over, right actions arise at the right time. Allow me, dear divine, to wait patiently until the timing is right. Let me rest in the unknown until a clear path is shown. Yeah, you have no trouble. There's no sense of control here. There's a sense of flowing, moving with life, allowing life to unfold as it will, right? And allowing, also choosing the highest path, choosing from love. But I also feel there's an energy here of you being in the right place at the right time, or people notice that you always make the right decision and they're like, how does that happen? Yeah, and I think, again, it's because you're following your intuition and living from your soul and heart. We have gratitude. Find just one thing that you feel grateful for right now and let that gratitude pour through your body. It's a healing balm like the warmth of the sun. You are like the sun. But again, you may be very grateful, you're very abundant, you know how to use gratitude, and with that gratitude, you create and manifest even more abundance, even more success, even more blessings. So I feel as though the divine is really here saying, and just, it's almost like congratulations for this group as well. Like the way you're showing up is so beautiful, so profound, and so high vibrational. It's having a beautiful effect on the planet and will have a beautiful effect on this world. And you're a living legacy. I just heard a walking prayer or moving prayer. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 4. So what do people notice about you? People notice about you that you can see beyond the veil, or there's certain truths that you can connect with and perceive. I also feel like people notice that you get great ideas. For some of you with 4 of Swords, 2 of Swords, and then Ace of Wands, Page of Wands, there's an energy of coming out of a place of rest in order to pursue something, because I'm getting firing on all cylinders or running toward some sort of vision or idea you have. So people are noticing that you're ready for a new cycle, or there's some sort of new pathway, new idea that you're embarking upon or taking action upon. With the Hermit as well, people may notice that you like your solitude, or I get really, with this card, I always get very witchy vibes, right? Very mysterious, mystical, almost like a dark feminine or dark masculine energy. People may notice that there's a lot to you that they don't understand or that they misperceive. I just heard Alchemist as well. It's like you can go from hardship and then turn it into victory and success. So people notice that you have I just heard, I'm hearing that song, remember, they've got the whole world in their hands. They've got the whole wide world in their hands. So you may kind of take events that people would see as, definitely difficult, whether it be a hardship or a closed door or a rejection, but then it's like it always works in your favor. So they're trying to figure out, how does this keep happening? Or how do they keep, getting like a cat with 9 lives, like you always land on your feet, right? You always find the right way, or maybe in your life you've had some difficulties or you've had a lot of karmic situations, but it's almost blessed you. It's like you know how to master the darkness and the light. You have a good connection with your inner shadow, and it's like there's a level of power and mysterious, I'm hearing mystique, or there's a sense of you create intrigue in others, right? Because they can't put their finger on who you are or what you're about. And it's like they make like a riddle they can't solve. So it may almost have people, thinking of you or trying to contemplate, what is this person about? What's different about them? For some of you, with what do people notice about you, you could be quite striking in your features, the way you dress, your aesthetic as well. But yeah, you stand out, even if you were to, dress in a very casual manner or dress in a way that's considered pretty normal or conventional. It's like your energy field isn't. And with the Hermit, you may engage in some sort of, you may do, for example, or use certain manifestation techniques. Some of you may be into, you know, spell work, as in like being a white witch, right? Or you have certain techniques to help shift reality. One of them is the violet flame. Some of you may work with the violet flame, and that helps you transmute some of these denser energies. With Four of Swords and Two of Swords, you could have had situations that look like they would take you out, or that you wouldn't bounce back from, recover from, in whatever way this has played out for you individually. But there's a sense here of you always get back up. Now I'm hearing that song, I get knocked down, but I get up again. No, nobody's going to keep me down. You have a really strong level of resilience and inner power and fortitude. You may be someone as well that, I just heard bucks the system, but you may have a rebellious streak, right? Where you're not a fan of either being told what to do, authority. You could be kind of very strong-willed, very independent. I keep seeing a black cat in my mind's eye. So that could be significant. It could be like a spirit animal or an actual animal. With Ace of Wands and Page of Wands though, it's like, even if you're going through this, or, you know, there's a situation of feeling down and out, it's like from that, you then get this beautiful seed of inspiration, which changes the game for you with the Seven of Pentacles, which has you, you know, transform everything from it. We have you're not alone, isolation, physical connection, community. I don't know, I feel emphasis on isolation, especially with the Hermit. You may be someone that actually likes being alone, or you may be someone that spent a lot of time alone. You're definitely independent, because that kept coming through for you. So people notice that you don't need them. Again, I keep getting like cat, the energy of a cat, right? Where they're, you know, they live on their own terms. When they want affection, they'll come towards you. When they don't, they're like, no, like off I go. That type of energy. There's a free spirit. There's a wild energy to you where it's kind of raw and wild and free. And it kind of, I don't know, I feel like it intrigues people, or maybe they're quite attracted to that energy. Especially if we're talking in a romantic sense. You may have people that, you know, those people, now I'm hearing, was it Miley Cyrus's song Can't Be Tamed? That's what I'm getting. It's like, and Women Who Run with the Wolves, that book. It's like you're wild and free, or, and again, this is irrespective of gender. I'm just getting an energy of someone that's very, very powerful. People notice your power, because oftentimes, and when we think about, you know, women who run with the wolves, I'm getting like a lone wolf. In order to stand alone, especially when you're standing against, or your energy is opposing conventional beliefs or ideas, it takes a lot of independence and power to do that. And that's what I'm getting. Like I'm hearing as well, like leader of a revolution. I'm getting revolutionary energy. So for some of you, there's something that you may do, or an idea you have that creates a very different way of being. It could be a business or idea that's very unique. I'm also getting the energy of Aquarius as well. You're also super intelligent. So people notice that you're very gifted, very intelligent, and you can see through, like you can't pull the wool over your eyes. We have loosen your grip. Coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. So again, there could have been things you've really had to let go of, or there could have been struggles that you've gone through with isolation individually or personally that you've needed to process. And for some of these people, what they notice about you, these could be people that have been in your life for some time, or they were in your life at this point in time, right? And they're noticing as well, I'm hearing you broke free though. Yeah, and as I said, that we have balance, cracking open, deep healing, balancing karma. So again, you may have dealt with or experienced a lot of karmic situations or connections, but it's like, again, with cracked open, it's like it worked in your favor, and people are kind of baffled, or they may notice, like, how are they able to always transform or land on their feet or shift realities? That's the other thing. You may live, at the end of this lifetime, you may feel like you've lived 5 lifetimes in once, because I'm seeing someone that keeps doing these quantum shifts, quantum leaps, timeline jumping. You're able to shift energies, and you have such mastery over your own mind and energy field that you can create very different circumstances. We have cycles of change, illuminating boundaries, new beginnings. Yeah, and where you started is not where you end up. There's a strong energy as well of working with violet flame. Again, the element of fire, right? It transmutes. So you could have a fiery, passionate side to you, and that's what helps shift energies also. But with new beginnings, people are noticing that you're heading for something new, or you're putting energy toward something new, something brand new, a brand new idea, brand new. I definitely feel it's in the realm of like career, finances. There's just change coming for you. So people may also be noticing that you've changed a lot. When I said about living multiple lifetimes at once, it's like you may start out in one place, but where your life takes you and where you end up is completely different. But I feel like you manifested all of this. And what's ironic, your next oracle card is literally Saint Germain with the violet flame. Alchemy, release the old, make way for the new. Some of you may have like a ritual or a meditation like the violet flame that you work with to help shift energies or help move you into new cycles, new beginnings. But the fact you have the violet flame twice, you may have a connection with Saint Germain. I feel like from memory, I think Saint Germain is really the master, ascended master of alchemy, manifestation. You may want to read a book or read content or listen to content around Saint Germain or some of the teachings of Saint Germain. You also have a connection with Archangel Michael. So we have Michael and faith, spiritual calling, divine protection, breakthrough moment. Yeah, it's like in your life, there's this breakthrough moment here or idea. I want to say a breakthrough idea that changes the game for you that leads to this success. Some sort of download, understanding, epiphany, a divine epiphany. You have a very strong third eye chakra as well, where you can see things or you get really clear downloads from spirit. With Archangel Michael, again, I feel like you have a connection to Archangel Michael, but it's making me think of warrior, a divine warrior. And this is why you may have a bit of an edge to your energy where you could be, there could be a rebellious edge or just a really strong power to you. You have vision of unity. Focus on the light, right to see, releasing illusion, pineal activation. With the hermit, you could have had to go through this hermit phase or really go within so you could heal, so you could shift energies and move into a new cycle or the cycle you're about to enter. With pineal activation is, again, I'm getting that third eye energy, but I keep hearing everything changes for you with an idea that you bring to life. But you also have crown. Right to know, go beyond attachments, divine alignment. You have right to see and right to know. Again, because you may be someone that prefers your own company or you've had periods of time where you've kind of gone it alone, it's like groupthink doesn't affect on you. It doesn't have an effect on you, or peer pressure. Even if someone was to try to apply that to you, I just feel like it wouldn't work. And again, this could be because you're rebellious, you don't like energies that are trying to affect you or manipulate you or influence your choices. But I just feel in general, you have an energy that you think for yourself, essentially. You're free thinking. You're very independent in how you live, how you move, what you see as your truth. And it's like, no matter how much people can try to distort that or influence your perception, it just doesn't work. And this can apply to people as well. People may notice that, for example, you may really resonate with being a truth teller. So when someone's dishonest with you and to you, it can really throw them off. Because it's almost like, even if, I don't know, it's like straight away. It's like you're a truth detector. And you can also tell, you may be someone that it really bothers you when there's not authenticity in an interaction or connection. You may be someone that's very authentic, and you are who you are, you live your truth, and that's what it is. So you could struggle sometimes, for example, with small talk or social niceties that aren't actually based on connection. I just feel like you're someone that can read between the lines, and maybe you prefer solitude or really doing this deep spiritual work or connecting with the divine over more superficial circumstances or connections. I feel like you're someone that has to live in alignment with your truth. Okay, we have hardship. May I embrace what's happening right now, as baffling or as painful as it is. Help me, God, to trust where you are guiding me. I am yours. And you had let God in. So some of you may have been brought to your knees through a certain experience or circumstance that really had you, that triggered a spiritual awakening, essentially, where you started to really connect with your spiritual gifts, with God, with the divine. And that's what I'm saying about turning hardships or negative circumstances into the biggest blessing of your life. It's like if someone were to look at certain experiences you've had or certain encounters, they may not understand how you can go from that to how you're living now, because you also have empowerment. When you ask the divine to take over, you get pulled into your own authentic power. It's a force of inner love that wants your wholeness and magnificence. Unfold my true and radiant self, dear Lord. It's funny that we have authentic power because, again, I mentioned, I feel like people notice that you're very powerful, right? But they may not be able to fully put their finger on why or what this energy is, or how to, they may not have met anyone like you. So it doesn't fully make sense to them. But with authenticity as well, your greatest gift is how authentic you are, that you don't, I'm hearing you don't play games, you don't play by the rules as well. Like if society or a family member or someone is telling you, oh, this is how it's done, it's always been done. You're like, well, that's not how I'm going to do it. And you're not afraid to go your own way, walk your own path, even if you have to do it alone. Yeah, you've got a powerhouse energy. And that power, when it comes to, manifestation, when I was singing that song, you have the whole world they have the whole wide world in their hands, right? Because you have reclaimed your power, you understand your creative potential and who you are. And that helps to have that ripple effect in the physical. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates and I hope you have a beautiful day.